Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the Health Breakdown. Thank you for being here today. Whether you are managing diabetes yourself, supporting a loved one, or simply seeking to live a healthier lifestyle, understanding how food affects your body is essential, especially when it comes to blood sugar levels. Today, I want to talk about foods that people with diabetes should avoid, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. These are the foods that can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, making it harder to keep diabetes under control and increasing the risk of long-term complications. Refined carbohydrates are one of the primary food groups that individuals with diabetes should avoid. These include items like white bread, white rice, pasta made from refined flour, and baked goods such as muffins, pastries, and many breakfast cereals. The problem with refined carbohydrates lies in how they are processed. During manufacturing, these foods are stripped of their natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving behind a product that is quickly digested and absorbed by the body. As a result, refined carbohydrates have a high glycemic index, meaning they cause a rapid increase in blood glucose levels shortly after consumption. For someone with diabetes, managing blood sugar levels is critical. When blood sugar spikes after eating refined carbohydrates, it puts a heavy burden on the body's insulin system. If the body is not producing enough insulin, or if the insulin is not effective, as is the case in type 2 diabetes, the sugar remains in the bloodstream. Over time, consistently high blood sugar levels can lead to serious complications such as nerve damage, kidney disease, vision problems, and cardiovascular issues. In addition to their impact on blood sugar, refined carbohydrates offer very little nutritional value. Because they are low in fiber, they don't promote satiety, meaning they don't keep you feeling full for very long. This often leads to overeating, which can further contribute to weight gain, a risk factor that makes managing diabetes even more difficult. Furthermore, many refined carbohydrate foods also contain unhealthy fats and added sugars, compounding their negative effects. Fortunately, there are many healthier alternatives that can help stabilize blood sugar while still providing energy and satisfaction. Whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, barley, and whole wheat bread retain their natural fiber and nutrients. This fiber slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, resulting in a more gradual rise in blood glucose. These complex carbohydrates also support digestive health and can help lower cholesterol levels, adding even more benefits for people with diabetes. Making the switch from refined to whole grains may require some adjustment, but it's an essential step in effective diabetes management. It doesn't mean giving up on your favorite meals. It simply means making smarter choices. For example, replacing white rice with brown rice or cauliflower rice, choosing whole wheat pasta instead of traditional pasta, or swapping sugary breakfast cereals for steel-cut oats with fresh fruit can make a significant difference. Ultimately, being mindful of refined carbohydrates and making healthier substitutions is a powerful way to gain control over diabetes. It not only helps with immediate blood sugar regulation, but also contributes to long-term health and well-being. Small, consistent dietary changes can lead to lasting improvements, allowing individuals with diabetes to lead full, energetic, and healthy lives. Sugar, sweetened beverages are one of the most harmful contributors to blood sugar spikes, especially for individuals living with diabetes. These drinks include sodas, fruit punches, energy drinks, sweetened teas, flavored coffees, and even seemingly healthy options like bottled smoothies and some fruit juices. What makes them particularly dangerous is how quickly the sugar they contain is absorbed into the bloodstream. Unlike solid foods, these beverages do not require digestion, which means the sugar hits your system almost immediately, causing a rapid and often extreme spike in blood glucose levels. For someone with diabetes, such a spike can be very difficult to manage. It forces the body to respond quickly with insulin, but if insulin production is impaired or the body's cells are resistant to insulin, as is common in type 2 diabetes, the sugar remains in the blood. Over time, this leads to long-term damage to organs and systems, including the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart. It's also important to understand that sugar-sweetened beverages offer little to no nutritional value. They are essentially empty calories, which means they add energy to your diet without contributing vitamins, minerals, fiber, or protein. A single can of soda can contain around 40 grams of sugar, which is equivalent to 10 teaspoons. Drinking one or more of these a day can dramatically exceed the recommended daily sugar intake. Even 100% fruit juices, while natural, are still high in concentrated sugars and lack the fiber found in whole fruit. Without that fiber to slow absorption, the effect on blood sugar is similar to drinking a soft drink. Smoothies sold commercially are often blended with sweetened yogurt or syrups, further increasing their sugar content. Choosing to eliminate sugar-sweetened beverages is one of the simplest yet most impactful dietary changes a person with diabetes can make. Replacing these drinks with healthier alternatives helps reduce daily sugar intake, which in turn leads to better blood sugar control. Water should always be the first choice, as it hydrates without adding calories or sugar. For those looking for more flavor, options like sparkling water with a slice of lemon or cucumber, herbal teas, or unsweetened iced teas are great substitutes. Some people enjoy adding a splash of 100% fruit juice to sparkling water for a light, refreshing drink without the sugar overload. Over time, taste preferences can adjust. People often find that once they reduce or eliminate sugary beverages, they begin to crave them less and become more sensitive to the natural sweetness found in whole fruits and other healthy foods. This shift in taste not only supports better diabetes management, but also encourages a more balanced and sustainable approach to eating and drinking. In conclusion, cutting out sugar-sweetened beverages is not about restriction, it's about empowerment. It's a step that allows people with diabetes to take control of their health, stabilize their blood sugar, and reduce the risk of serious complications, all while discovering new and satisfying ways to stay hydrated and nourished. Processed snacks are a common part of many people's diets, but for individuals with diabetes, they can be especially problematic. These snacks, such as chips, crackers, cookies, microwave popcorn, packaged snack cakes, and even some granola bars, often contain a mix of harmful ingredients that contribute to unstable blood sugar levels and poor overall health. One of the main issues with processed snacks is that they are usually high in simple carbohydrates, which the body breaks down quickly into sugar. This rapid digestion causes blood glucose levels to rise sharply, which is dangerous for people trying to manage diabetes. In addition to being high in simple carbs, processed snacks often contain added sugars, unhealthy fats, sodium, and artificial additives. Many of them are made with refined flour, which lacks fiber and nutrients. Without fiber, there's nothing to slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, making these snacks a direct threat to blood sugar stability. They also tend to be calorie-dense but not filling, meaning it's easy to consume a lot without feeling satisfied, leading to overeating and potential weight gain. Since weight management is a critical part of diabetes control, this makes processed snacks even more concerning. Another problem is that processed snacks are designed to be hyper-palatable. Food manufacturers intentionally create flavor combinations, salty, sweet, and fatty, that trigger the brain's reward system, encouraging you to eat more than you need. For someone with diabetes, this can create a cycle of cravings and blood sugar spikes, making it harder to maintain consistent energy levels and avoid long-term complications such as heart disease, kidney problems, and nerve damage. But the good news is that there are plenty of healthier, satisfying alternatives that can replace these snacks. Choosing whole, minimally processed foods that provide a balance of fiber, protein, and healthy fats can help keep blood sugar levels steady and reduce the temptation to reach for processed options. Good snack choices include a handful of unsalted nuts, a boiled egg, sliced vegetables with hummus, plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries, or a small apple with a spoonful of natural peanut butter. These foods not only support balanced blood sugar, but also provide nutrients that benefit overall health. It's also helpful to plan snacks ahead of time. Having healthy options ready to go reduces the chances of grabbing something unhealthy out of convenience. Reading food labels is another smart strategy. Look for products with low sugar content, high fiber, and ingredients you recognize. Avoid anything with trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, or a long list of chemical additives. In summary, limiting processed snacks is an important part of managing diabetes effectively. It's not about cutting out all enjoyment from your diet. It's about making smarter choices that support your health goals. By choosing whole, nutrient-dense snacks and avoiding highly processed options, you take a powerful step toward better blood sugar control, increased energy, and a reduced risk of diabetes-related complications. Sugary breakfast cereals and desserts are among the most deceptive and damaging foods for people living with diabetes. Many of these items are marketed as healthy or energizing, especially cereals that boast added vitamins or whole grains. However, a closer look at the nutrition label often reveals that they are loaded with added sugars and refined carbohydrates. These ingredients are digested quickly, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar levels, something individuals with diabetes must constantly work to avoid. Starting the day with a bowl of sugary cereal can set the tone for poor blood sugar control throughout the day. Breakfast is an especially critical meal because it breaks the overnight fast and sets your body's metabolic rhythm. When you consume sugary cereals first thing in the morning, your body receives a surge of glucose without the fiber, protein, or healthy fats needed to slow down absorption. This results in a rapid rise, and often a rapid crash, of energy and blood sugar levels, leaving you feeling hungry, tired, and craving more sugar within a few hours. Many common cereals contain upwards of 10-20 grams of sugar per serving, and that's not including the milk or any additional toppings that might be added. Desserts pose a similar risk. Foods like cakes, cookies, donuts, pastries, and ice cream are typically high in sugar, refined flour, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients not only spike blood glucose, but also provide little to no nutritional benefit. Consuming these types of sweets on a regular basis can lead to weight gain, increased insulin resistance, and higher risk of complications such as cardiovascular disease and neuropathy. Additionally, many store-bought desserts contain trans fats, which are particularly harmful because they contribute to inflammation and negatively impact heart health, a major concern for people with diabetes. But avoiding sugary cereals and desserts doesn't mean giving up taste or enjoyment. There are many delicious diabetes-friendly alternatives that offer the satisfaction of sweetness without the blood sugar crash. For breakfast, consider options like unsweetened oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon, or plain Greek yogurt mixed with chopped nuts and a drizzle of honey. These meals are high in protein and fiber, which help regulate blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer. When it comes to dessert, you can satisfy your sweet tooth with natural options like a piece of dark chocolate, fruit with nut butter, chia pudding, or baked apples with cinnamon. There are also many recipes available for low-carb, low-sugar desserts that use natural sweeteners like stevia, monk fruit, or erythritol. Baking at home gives you control over the ingredients, allowing you to enjoy treats without compromising your health. Ultimately, skipping sugary cereals and desserts is about choosing foods that nourish your body while keeping your blood sugar stable. Making these adjustments can have a significant impact on your daily energy, mood, and long-term health. With a little planning and creativity, you can enjoy satisfying meals and snacks that align with your diabetes management goals. Hidden sugars are one of the most overlooked but dangerous aspects of a diabetic diet. While it's easy to recognize that candy, soda, and desserts are high in sugar, Many processed foods contain added sugars that aren't as obvious. These hidden sugars are often found in foods that people assume are healthy, such as flavored yogurts, salad dressings, pasta sauces, breakfast bars, condiments, and even some breads. For someone managing diabetes, these hidden sugars can quietly sabotage blood sugar control, making it difficult to stay within safe glucose ranges. Food manufacturers use a variety of terms to disguise added sugar on nutrition labels. You might see ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, maltose, cane juice, agave nectar, and molasses, among many others. Even foods labeled organic or natural can still be loaded with sugar. Reading ingredient lists carefully is essential because these sugars can add up quickly over the course of a day, especially when combined across multiple meals and snacks. One of the biggest culprits is flavored yogurt. While yogurt can be a healthy option due to its protein and probiotics, many flavored varieties contain 15 to 25 grams of sugar per serving, most of which is added. That's nearly the entire daily recommended sugar intake in just one small container. Salad dressings, ketchup, and barbecue sauces are other common sources. A few tablespoons may seem harmless, but they can contain 5 to 10 grams of sugar or more, especially in the low-fat or light versions, which often replace fat with sugar to maintain taste. Cereal bars, protein bars, and even healthy granola can also mislead consumers. These items are frequently marketed as nutritious snacks, but many of them are packed with syrups and sweeteners that cause blood sugar to rise just as fast as a candy bar would. Even bread and crackers can contain hidden sugars to improve flavor and texture, which adds to the daily intake without the person realizing it. To manage diabetes effectively, it's important to become a smart label reader. Look at both the ingredient list and the added sugars line on the nutrition facts label. Aim for foods that are as close to their natural state as possible, whole fruits instead of fruit snacks, plain yogurt with fresh fruit instead of sweetened versions, and homemade dressings or sauces whenever possible. Cooking at home more frequently is one of the best ways to avoid hidden sugars. When you prepare your own meals, you control exactly what goes in, which helps you make healthier choices and reduce unwanted sugar intake. If buying packaged food is necessary, look for items labeled no added sugar or unsweetened, and always double-check the label. In summary, watching out for hidden sugars is a crucial step in managing diabetes. It's not just about avoiding sweet treats, it's about being aware of the less obvious sources of sugar that can affect your health. By being informed and making mindful choices, you can protect your blood sugar levels and improve your overall well-being.